on Nova 100.
Right across Melbourne from a secret location, this is Jace and Lauren. Clint's here from the newsroom as well. You're listening to Nova 100. We are doing Melbourne's biggest game of hide and seek. We've just dropped another clue. You can catch up on our socials. If you missed it, it was...
We are near one of 96 stops.
Ooh. There you go. Another clue coming up at 10 o'clock this morning here on Nova. First, though, let's catch up with the man. I'm talking Mr. Christian Petracca. G'day, Track.
How are we?
Oh,
more importantly,
Track.
how are you, brother?
You?
I've been better.
How's the recovery going?
It's been pretty tough, to be honest. Yeah, when did I do it? This time last week, to be honest. So 7 days now. It's been pretty traumatic. But 4 or 5 days in ICU, and then last couple of days was in just in the ward, and now I'm out of hospital, which is nice. I'm at home, thank God.
Oh, thank goodness.
So it's been pretty full on. I don't wish this on my worst enemy. It's been tough.
No. Hey, Track, at what point did you realise you were in real trouble? Because obviously it was, like, as a fan watching, it didn't look like a really heavy hit, but obviously straight away you would have felt that something was worse than a normal hit. But at what point did you realise this was more serious than just like a bruise?
I knew it was like, he hit me good, to be honest. I didn't understand it. I didn't realise the severity of it until 2 a.m. when I was gassed up and they were doing surgery with my eyes open. So I didn't realise it was. I didn't realise it was the severity of it until early in the morning on Tuesday morning. I just thought it was a couple cracked ribs, which obviously is serious. But I thought I could go out and back and play. So
let's go back, because it was Darcy Moore's knee or knees that got you. But you went back out there. How much pain were you in? Because I was watching, and you couldn't actually sort of lift your arms above your shoulders. Could you?
Oh, it was pretty full on. I think obviously as well the adrenaline as well. Like, I don't think people understand when you're out there playing. You just want to go out and compete as an athlete. Like, you're a competitor. You just want to go out.
Yeah.
Do whatever you can. I've been in a similar situation a couple of years ago when I fractured my leg in the first quarter and did the same thing. I just went out and played the next 3 quarters because you're on adrenaline. You don't really know what's going on. And had I known now the severity of it, I probably obviously wouldn't have gone back out there. But at the time, I didn't know what the injury was like and the severity of it. So yeah, Darcy hit me, then. Which was right on quarter time, and then went down to the rooms and just got assessed. And at the time, we thought it was just a cracked rib, a couple cracked ribs, and wanted to go out there and play and compete. And in second quarter, I was under severe pain. I think when I look back at it now, I think in the moment, you realise you're sore, but I think when you look back at the TV and the footage, you go, geez, that was...
Yeah.
The
adrenaline is such
tough.
a big part.
Mate, Darcy's a great bloke, and in no way would he mean to have injured you. Have you heard from him at all?
There's no malice in it whatsoever.
Exactly. Have you heard from him at all?
Darcy and I have known each other since we were probably 11, 12 years old. We played some under 12 states together and stuff. So, now he's messaged me 4 or 5 times. He messaged me saying, I want to owe you dinner. So I said, I'll take you up on that. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
So then
he's been good.
So then you're in an ambulance, you're headed to hospital, you poor bugger, and you were just talking about what you had to go through, because we've heard about, blood transfusions, the like. How sort of serious was the situation when you presented at hospital and the surgery that followed?
Yeah, I don't think anyone like Bella's next to me. I don't think we all really understood the severity of it, to be honest. I think we got an initial scan around 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night, and the first scan showed 2 cracked ribs. And then just a little bit of bleeding around the lung, and then I think I don't know what happened. I think 15 minutes later, one of the doctors was just checking my blood levels and noticed my hemoglobin was dropping severely, and my blood levels was dropping. So they go, let's just do another scan, and then that's when they started to notice that I had 4. That's when they noticed after the next scan I had 4 cracked ribs, a grade 5 spleen, and a punctured lung too. So it went from being a 4 out of 10 to basically a 10 out of 10 is equivalent of a car accident. So it's been pretty full on. I had to go straight into surgery at 2 a.m. open surgery. Like I wasn't under anaesthetic because my blood levels were so low. So I had
Oh
to
my
kind of
Really?
gosh.
So what, they
was
obviously
under-
they numb the area, but you're awake for the surgery.
numb the area, put me under a gas mask, but those gas masks only do so much. You can still feel it, and I think Mason Cox was similar.
No.
Oh my God, you guys are so tough.
Yeah, it's pretty traumatic. Like I look back on it, and I was just, yeah. And then, so they had to do a. I'm getting the wording right, but I think it's immobilization, or I don't know what the word is. Sorry, where they put a almost they don't want to fix the spleen. They basically just stop the bleeding around it. So they put some stuff around it just to stop the bleeding to it.
Yeah.
Through the groin area, and then they through a stent, so they have like an ultrasound where they can see it on the TV and what it looks like. And yeah, then I spent ICU for Tuesday to Saturday for Friday, and then was out in hospital Saturday morning. Yeah.
And Track, how's Bella and your beautiful parents going? Because, like, you know, we see you guys out there like warriors on a footy field, but you're human beings with humans behind you, and that's traumatic for them watching you go through that as well. And we saw your beautiful mum giving you a hug down in the rooms before you got taken off in the ambulance. How are they going? Because Bella now has to be your nurse.
Yeah, Bella's
She's got to cook
honestly,
for you.
She's been inspirational, to be honest. It's been amazing what she's been able to do since I've had the injury. I'm about to get emotional, to be honest, because it's been full on. Like I think people understand the severity of the injury, and you know, people around, not just me, that it affects everyone. You know, Bella was in hospital at 3 a.m. You know, taking phone calls. People are ringing her, asking what's going on, and coming to hospital. You know, all this stuff, and you know, it's pretty amazing. Obviously, coming here now and being home, I'm literally not allowed to do anything. So effectively, the spleen is a vital part of the immune system. So had to get all my vaccinations done again. So I'm basically in isolation for 5 days, because if I touch the outside world, it's pretty much anyone who's sick it can really affect me. So Bella's had to do everything. Put me to bed, put my socks on, give me all my medication, cook me dinner. She made a nice roast lamb the other night, which was good. To give her pointers, though.
Does Bella
Did she watch your recipe online, mate? Make her watch your recipe online.
So we actually watched an old slow cooker of mine, which was good. She's been amazing.
This might be a silly question, but listening to what you've gone through, right, and how scary it was, is there any doubt in your mind about returning to the footy field?
Oh, bloody oath. At the moment, yeah. It's still raw for me. It's still 7 days. I watched a little bit of footy in the weekend. I had to turn it off, because it's just when you see just an even simple tackle, you put yourself back in the situation that you were. So, of course, at the moment it's quite raw, but no doubt with the recovery process and everything that I'll be able to tick off, and my mindset, I'll be able to get back to, you know, the player I was. At the moment it's just a lot of self-doubt, which is fine. It's just it's a natural feeling, of course.
And we saw you hit Instagram and actually say that it's season over. That was obviously a pretty easy decision. Well, it's a hard decision, obviously, but given your, you know, health and your situation, you know, that was basically what the doctors were telling you. No more footy this year.
Well, yes, pretty much. There's so much stuff that I can't do for the next. So I'm not allowed to run for 7 weeks. I'm not allowed to gym for 7 weeks. I can't fly for 6 weeks. 12. I can't have contact sport for 3 months. So that basically puts the season at doubt. Really, I mean, what is there? 12 weeks left, and of home and away season, that's pretty much 12 weeks. So for me, it's like I'm not going to have 1 week to prepare for a final if we make it, and you know what I mean. So I kind of ruled myself out there, to be honest.
yeah, but you need to rest as well. You don't want to. I know that you guys.
It's a mental thing too.
Yeah,
you know, like
I don't think people realise the mental side of the game too. Like, physically you can always get yourself back to where you were on 90%, but mentally that's the biggest thing with injuries, is being able to overcome that self-doubt and that confidence to get back out there and play.
Well, we're so glad to hear you're back home, Track. We've been worried sick
you
about
know what I want to know?
Here.
Track, you're amazing on the footy field. Who won in the game of Uno between you and Bella?
Bella beat me 3-0. And I cheated as well.
Get it, Queen. And you cheated. We were playing Uno in here the other night at hide and seek, and Clint told us afterwards he was cheating.
Yeah. I would actually let anyone go to bed until I won a game.
Yeah, put down a couple of cards at a time. Surely. That just goes through the keeper. Hey, just quickly, now my dad, who's a trainer at the footy club, I've just been I've been worried that he was the one that said it was okay to go out there. Can you tell me it wasn't him going, "Oh, you'll be right, mate. Just get out there."
It was not Santa's. No, it wasn't your dad who told me to go out there. No.
Good.
And
No,
watching the
he
footage
didn't
of
have
your
the needle.
mum near you when you're on the stretcher, did she have a few in her at that time, or it was early in the
Do you
game?
what? No, I don't think so. I think it
Right,
was first
okay.
quarter, so I don't reckon. No,
Yeah,
definitely
right.
not.
She probably needed a few Chardonnays afterwards.
Lucky it
to
didn't
happen in
get
the
the
fourth.
trauma.
Hey, Track.
Oh, we love you, Track. Thanks
love you,
so
mate.
much for jumping on.